Hey, what's up, sales pros and fellow sales athletes? I have a special video for you today. And today in this little whiteboard session, this pro tip, I'm going to talk to you about Sales Kryptonite. Now, if you guys have watched Superman, he's like the most boring superhero ever because he's so dominant until finally somebody finds kryptonite, and then he finally is weak, right? And in our world, in sales, there's a sales kryptonite that all of us have. And when this gets into us and it gets around us, we immediately lose our superpower to be compelling, to be convincing, to be persuasive, to be inspiring, to get people to take action, to influence people to do things. We start to shrivel up, change, and we start to get weak, and we have no muscles, man, no muscles. And I want to encourage you today and tell you what this kryptonite is so that you can get rid of it once and for all, kick it back to the planet in which it came from. And this one right here will change the game, because here's the deal. If it's left in your world, you're going to fail. You will be average or you will fail. If you're going to even think about competing at the highest level with complex markets or complex projects, with commercial sales scenarios, with professional buyers left and right, you're going to need to know how to handle this kryptonite. All right, so here's what it is. You ready? So it's N-E-E-D, the need for, take a guess, if you've been around me enough, you know this, approval. The need for approval, okay? If you have a high need for approval, that means, this is what this means. It means you need to be liked. In the sales process, you need someone to like you in order for them to buy from you. That's what you believe. It's a limiting belief that is the kryptonite for all sales professionals. If you feel like somebody needs to like you, you therefore will say, if they need to like me. So therefore, I'm not going to say this or ask them this question or push back or not go with what they want, because if I do that, then I'll lose the sale. Now here's what happens when you do that. They actually take control, and then they don't see your value, they don't see your status as somebody who has authority and somebody who they want to listen to anymore, whatever you're selling, and therefore they start to think they can take advantage of you. And very often, especially as you go up market with more professional buyers, they will start to devalue you and what you're presenting and what you're trying to solve for them, and they won't stay connected to you anymore. If you have zero need for approval, which means you don't need for them to like you, you just know you need for them to respect you, then you start to be more powerful, and you realize, if they respect me, they'll buy from me, versus if they like me, they'll buy from me. Sure, being likable is great, having a relationship is great, but if that relationship and your need for them to like you is inhibiting you from asking good, great, and tough questions, or pushing back whenever they have an opinion or a conclusion, or asking another clarifying question when they have an objection or they don't see the value, then you are going to fail. And you may have to deal with rejection, or you might have to deal with not having their approval and sit in that space for a while, but just kind of like quarterbacks that can stay in the pocket longer and longer, and then they get rid of the ball. Salespeople who sit there without needing their approval longer in the sales cycle, in that moment, the better chance they have on the other side to close the deal, because they're actually creating value as a respected, trusted advisor, as a solution architect, as somebody who can really help them solve a problem in a way that's different than everybody else, better than everyone else, faster, more quality, and a better experience than everyone else. But you have to have that conviction that you're able to do that, and that person's liking you or not can't veer you off that place, that conviction. So anyway, I hope this is super helpful. The way I like to solve this is really simple. The way I like to solve this is I need to understand that in the sales process, this is going to be challenged, and it's not the place for me to get my approval in the sales process. Prospects are not paying me for them to hang out with me just to hang out with me and be friends. They're paying me to get them an outcome and a result, and to take away a pain and a challenge in a way that they want to get done. So being respected, being respected is important. Having your approval, you need to get from God, you need to get from yourself, you need to get from your peers, your family, your golden retriever, whatever it may be, but don't get it from your prospects. If you get it from your prospects, they're going to run all over you. And the higher up market you go, you're going to have to stand your ground and push back without being pushy. And there's a lot of other ways for me to teach you how to do that, and I could teach you those in other videos. But I just want to tell you today, don't let the sales kryptonite take you out of saving the world, all right? So I hope you like this video. I hope it's helpful. Like, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts. See ya.